It is a very spring day.
Welcome, Kelly.
Hello,
Welcome,
Pastor Tim.
stranger in the middle.
I'm never on this platform for Preservice Live.
Well, we were talking before we got started this morning about how much we love missions at Concord.
Yep.
And this time of the year is an exciting time for what God's doing through Concord
Very
Missions.
much.
Well,
very much.
give us
so.
just about a 20-second overview of what's coming up.
Here's what's happening just this month, okay? We have the community giveaway starting today. Organizing, they'll be doing that through Thursday, then the shoppers start coming through the weekend.
Yep.
Plenty of ways to serve and help out. We have the Kentucky Go Team headed to Western Kentucky to continue with rebuilding the end of the month. We have, joining us in worship service this morning, just learned about this, the Good Shepherd Guatemala directors, Roger and Vicky, will be with us today in service.
Yes, they
And
will.
they are wonderful people.
Incredible people and wonderful
people.
ministry. And then this summer we have this little ministry happening across the pond.
Fishing expedition?
You could say that, couldn't
He's
you,
so
Kelly?
cute. I know, right?
No, the Olympic outreach.
Oh, the Olympics.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
And
that.
You're going fishing?
I am going to be fishing for men. It'll be my 11th time being on the ground,
Wow.
Sharing the gospel with people
That's
from all over the world
amazing.
during the Olympic Games.
That is phenomenal. Well,
Yep.
tell us a little bit about the Beyond the Rings, which is what the ministry is called.
It is.
Beyond the Rings, your ground team.
Yeah, Beyond the Rings ground team are people like me that are on the ground using pin trading, Olympic pin trading, to engage in gospel conversations. And I'll be one of 4 people on the Beyond the Rings team. It's a small team, but it will be effective.
But God's opened up some doors for you this time. You're actually going to be working with the International Mission Board.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this because beyond our small group sharing the gospel using pin trading, I've been working with the International Mission Board to help them with their training material.
And how many do they have coming?
They have 400 volunteers they're expecting this summer.
My goodness.
And many of them will be using pin trading. They have a pin that they've designed
Sure.
to share the gospel.
Wow.
And so I've helped with the material, and there's even chances during the days they may be contacting me to say, hey, where are you located? Can we send a team over to kind of hang out with you and glean some experience of pin trading evangelism?
That's so exciting that God has opened up this additional area of you being able to share.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's phenomenal. And Jeff, you were telling me before we started, how many people on average do you share with personally each day, on average?
Typically during the Olympics, I'll have 75 to 100 gospel conversations
Wow.
every single day.
That's
17
awesome.
days. And so that's 1,700 plus gospel conversations in 17
And do
days.
you
Wow.
usually see people responding during those conversations?
We do, but it's not...
Not every time, of course.
No,
Right,
it's
right.
rare, but it does happen. But we really see it as we're planting seeds, we're watering seeds,
Yeah.
and we know that God's going to use it, even if they don't make a decision then and there.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
God, in fact, says his word does not return void.
That's right.
And
Yep,
you're
yep.
sharing the word. Now, you mentioned earlier pin trading evangelism.
Yeah.
Would you kind of explain that and kind of give us the update with what's going on currently?
Yeah, so pin trading is called the unofficial spectator sport at the Olympic Games, and it is very popular. Some people come to the Olympic host city just to trade pins. It's crazy.
Okay.
There's corporate
Wow.
sponsor pins, country pins, athletic pins, all kinds. And there are many teams that use pins to share the gospel.
Okay.
And we have created one. Right here is the pin.
Oh,
You
look
see
at
the
it.
image
Look
on
at it
the
there.
screen.
Nice.
And this pin will allow us to use the 3-circle evangelism tool to engage in gospel conversations with people from all over the world. And here's a little piece of trivia. Every flag on our pin represents a country that has hosted the Summer Games in the past.
Oh, wow.
That's very cool.
And so we're very
That's
excited
awesome.
about this tool, and the final product, this pin, is going to be a great tool for many gospel conversations.
Now, so this is how many pins are you ordering?
We have already ordered 3,000 pins at $3 a pin. So we have put a lot of money on the credit card, trusting that God's going to provide.
Okay. And we truly believe that he is.
We do,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Now,
Yep.
I know that you told me in advance that there is kind of, God has blessed us with someone who's very generous. Share about that.
Yeah. everybody's been so encouraging and supportive, but on top of it all, we had a couple come to me and say, we want to match $3,500. So we need $7,000. We already have $2,000 paid for the pins. We need $7,000 to finish off paying for the pins. They've said, we'll match every dollar given in April up to $3,500 to get us across that $7,000 mark.
Wow. So, go ahead.
We only need $3,500.
We need $3,500 before the end of April, and this couple will match that $3,500, and we'll have the $7,000 and be able to pay that credit card off as soon as it comes due.
Well,
That's very
and
cool.
Pastor Jeff doesn't know this, but I've been talking to the staff, and since April began, we've got commitments from staff to donate $350.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
I've been keeping that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
So
Surprise.
we have that is just in April.
That's fantastic.
So
Yeah,
I
thank
know
you guys. Yeah.
that
Nice.
we're committed to doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Nice.
excited. I really am, and I'm thankful for this opportunity and this tool, and Concord's been tremendously supportive.
Now, how can people contribute? Because that's key. Because this is the time.
Yeah,
Yes.
There's two easy ways for Concord people to give. One is go to the Concord website where you give. If you give online, if you've never given, you click on give. There's a drop-down menu, and Beyond the Rings is in the drop-down menu. You have to designate it for Beyond the Rings for it to get toward the pin amount due. So you can give online, or you can write a check and write Beyond the Rings or Olympics in the memo, drop it in the offering plate, it'll get counted too.
Made out to Concord, though.
I'm sorry, make it out, yes, please make the check out to Concord Church.
Okay.
Only put Beyond the Rings or Olympics in the memo line.
So-
and that'll pay for the pins in the month of April.
Okay, so $3,500 matching grant.
Yep.
Then we're aiming toward $3,500, which will pay the $9,000 that has been committed to this.
Yes, the pins will be here probably the first week in May. Yep.
Nice.
That is so exciting. First week of
exciting.
May.
Yeah, my
That's
birthday's May
exciting.
1st, so that's kind of I'm hoping that's my birthday present that the
That's
pins will come
very cool.
in. Yes.
And the irony of that is that because we do these pins, people may have spiritual birthdays
Absolutely.
during this year's Olympics.
Yep,
That would be
yep,
very cool.
absolutely.
That is okay. So I know you said there are 4 people who are going to be on the ground.
Yep.
We've got like 2.5 minutes left.
All right.
Can you give us the background and what's going on with that and how people can help there?
So there's me, and there's a friend of mine out of Gulf Shores, Alabama, and he's an evangelist at heart like me. And then we have 2 Missouri Baptist University students, our own Brandon Long and his girlfriend, Destiny Killian, are going to be with me the entire time.
All 17 days.
All 17
Wow.
days. They have a little later getting up to speed and getting started, but they are wanting to be there. They've made a commitment, and they are needing to raise their funds to pay for their travel, their lodging, their meals, all those things. And it's not cheap. It's not. They need to raise, it'll be over $7,000.
Wow.
Wow.
But, you're in Europe. Housing is just ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
It's always expensive in Paris, and even more so because of the games.
$27 or $28 a night?
Yeah, at a zero at least. But they are to donate to them. Don't go to Concord. Don't do it that way. Go to Give, Send, Go. It's a Christian-based crowdsurfing website.
Okay.
And if you scan that QR code, it'll take you to the Beyond the Rings website. And if you scroll down, there's a section there that says help support additional ground team members, and their links are there too.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
What an incredible opportunity for us at Concord to be a part of something. I've never been to the Olympics, but in essence, as we give and pray,
Right.
we are participating
Yes,
in
we
this
are.
incredible ministry.
Absolutely. I'll say you this much. There's 4 of us on the ground team. The support team are the people at home who are praying, who have given, and who are telling others about it.
Yes.
It's vitally, the ground team can't operate without the support team.
One of the things I've gradually come to realize is that basically when we rely upon God, we see God do what God can do
Yes.
through weak, messed up people like us.
I could have never orchestrated, planned, dreamed to be a part of something like this.
But when we let God use us,
Absolutely.
then He does amazing things through the likes of us.
Absolutely. Yep.
Pastor Jeff, thank you so much for going and for being here this morning. Kelly,
Thank you.
Thank you as always.
Yes.
Thank you, Tim.